afternoon baseball from the Motor City, Comerica Park here in downtown Detroit. Today, a showdown out of the American League Central between the Cleveland Indians and the Zombies. This should be a fun battle to watch, and it'll take place right after this. Tyler Jones, a right-hander from the state of Maryland, is on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, you can only make your first major league start one time, and boy, did he make the most of it. How about he starts his first game and he gets a win? Not a bad way to start your career off. And he's going to try to make it 2 for 2 and try to win this one today.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Cesar Hernandez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here today. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And after a very chilly early morning, the temperatures thawed out a bit to 48 degrees here at game time. On the ground to the right side. Taken in by Scope, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting check. The designated hitter, Oscar Mercado.
Now batting, Oscar Mercado. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. First pitch on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Mercado is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays. Count now, a ball and a strike. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Drilled on the ground is short. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Mike Clevenger will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
I know one thing, he looks a lot like Jacob deGrom until deGrom cut his hair, but this guy has really good stuff. Long, lanky guy, good sneaky fastball, low to mid 90s at time, a good assortment of curveballs and breaking balls to go along with it. Quality pitcher who's made his name initially coming out of the bullpen, but he's carved a niche for himself as a starting pitcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Antonio Gatlin is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture. One or two runs early in this one.
And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's ball 1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Dante Johnson will be next. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Count is full, 3-2.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Dante Johnson, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Boy, D-Roll, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint. But what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
So striding forward now, Andre Price. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-1-2.
Johnson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Working for the punch out and the offering, and he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Another full count pitch home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reyes will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. We'll move on to the second inning here at Comerica Park with no score. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game.
Franmil Reyes.
First offering on its way. And lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Fouled away. A 1-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Griffey Jr. is there, and he has it for the first out.
Battle fifth, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So coming to the plate, Jose Ramirez, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Griffey Jr. is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So here's Tyler Naquin. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Griffey Jr. is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Try 1-0-0.
In now, Albert Pujols. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's gone just 2 for 15. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Pujols, just 21 years of age. He's in the midst of his 20th major league campaign. Pretty remarkable. Almost 2 full decades playing at the highest level.
Yeah, he has seen it all. I don't know if he's old school, new school, middle school, whatever the case may be. He's seen an influx of all different types of players, all different mindsets.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Trying to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
At the plate now, Mike Phillips, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hard hit ball to second, fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
The designated hitter.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Clevenger, who sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a fourth-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The second baseman.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And that's the second out. Into the box now, Nico Goodrum. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
A changeup floats outside here for ball one. Two out here and a runner at second. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The set and the 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We've played 2. It's now 1-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana settles in to lead off the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball that's outside.
On the ground to the left side. Reined in. throw. Got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Now at the plate, Domingo Santana comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First delivery to him on the way. One out, nobody on. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Santana, the former Seattle Mariner, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game.
Any insane people free here to help me with a legendary lost area?
The 1-2. Catches the corner. Got him looking.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough
making all the other
after they've seen
enemies
a
in the
really
area.
good fastball. Only the best can keep their
There's a
hands
thing to
back
take
on
the field
those.
down the other three feet at me and I get cold.
Stepping in
Like
now,
I've got the
Roberto
server down to
Perez.
like quarter health twice.
As with two
And
away,
then
he'll
the
swing
kills,
and miss
and
with the
as soon as
first
I
pitch.
get
It's
spawned back
0-1.
in,
His
the
guy's
server
still
goes back
looking
up
at
to near
a
full
0
health
in the
because it
hit column.
regenerates the fields. And it's just a vicious cycle or I can't get anywhere against anything. Now I might have 7 SMG bullets.
Fans, a new season is upon us, filled with hope and optimism for the months ahead. And what better way to stay involved all season long than with a full or partial season ticket plan? Whether you're looking for
I thought I had it there, and then I ran out of flipping SMG.
81 home games, we've got a plan to suit every fan's needs. Stop by any stadium ticket window and talk to a representative today.
Oh, go away and jump, would you? Right, you're in here too. Just give me a minute. I'm just gonna go to message and get my ammo back. Cause I'm not, cause I'm just getting no chance to get the. Like by the time I take the servitor shield down, I've run out of ammo. And then I don't know. It's just. Sorry, forgot to send you the order. Sorry about that. No, it's just, I was at that for 35 minutes and I was a vicious cycle.
It's on broadcast.
Server shield down, then get killed.
You want me to do share play or you want me to broadcast it?
Less ammo.
Hmm?